Hello all and welcome to today's edition, the May 9th, 2024 edition, Thursday, of 10 with Ben, your daily 10 minutes of me doing the Immaculate Grid and hopefully less than 3 of them, and then me talking about, well, whatever it is that I think I need to talk about that you need to hear about. So let's get to it. Today's Immaculate Grid is in front of us. I know my face is probably covering up some of this. So as you know, we have 9 squares on this grid, 9 guesses. To have an Immaculate Grid, you have to guess a player that matches with the corresponding intersections of the grid. At the end, they will give you a rarity score, testing your baseball knowledge. So that rarity score, the lower the score, the more elite your baseball knowledge is. Single digits is elite. Triple digits, pretty common answers. Somewhere in the middle is somewhere in the middle. So let's get started. Let's look at what we have here on the grid. So we have player that played for Phillies and Astros, player that played for Phillies and Dodgers, player that played for Phillies and Tigers. We have a player that played for the Astros and had a 100-run season, a player that played for the Astros and was at least one-time All-Star. Same with the Dodgers, 100-run season, one-time All-Star. Same with the Tigers, 100-run season, one-time All-Star. So we will start here with the Phillies and Astros. I'm going to go with Michael Bourne. Michael Bourne. 2% of the people have guessed that so far. Phillies and Dodgers. I'm going to go with Jim Eisenreich. And I will tell you, this is grid number 403. So I've done 402 of these grids. A lot of this knowledge is coming from me doing previous grids, right? Phillies and Tigers. We'll go Greg Jeffries. Okay. All right. Astro with a 100-run season. They had a monster player in the late 90s named Richard Hidalgo, who, look up this guy's stats one day. I don't know if he ever had a 100-run season, but I'm going to guess so based on all the hits, RBIs, and homers. Richard Hidalgo, yes. And 2% of the people were thinking the way that I was. 100-run season for the Dodgers. I'm going to go Brett Butler. Yes. 100-run season for the Tigers. I'm going to come back to that. All-Star for the Astros. Here's one where previous grids have helped me with this. I'm going to go with pitcher Pete Harnish. Yes, 0.1% of the people have guessed that. All-Star for the Dodgers. I mean, there's, obviously there's a ton. I'm trying to go rare. I'm going to go Willie Randolph. Yes, okay. And then All-Star. So we got 100-run season and All-Star. So this guy's probably going to qualify for both, but I'm going to go with Brandon Inge on the All-Star one, and I'm going to go with Bobby Higginson for 100 runs. Got it. We went Immaculate with a rarity score of 10. So not in the single digits, but right there on the periphery. So that's pretty cool. I guess what I could do here is do a little bit of, hold on a second here, as we transition into the next part of 10 with Ben, I could hit you with a Cody Rhodes, what do you want to talk about, right? And I say that for you WWE fans out there because I think that's what I want to talk about today. WWE's in a great spot, right? Probably the most popular and intriguing and entertaining that it's been since the Attitude Era of Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Triple H. Listen, I mean, WWE's always been popular, right? I'm sure that in that time between then and there, they had, good merchandise sales and ratings when guys like John Cena were the champion and Daniel Bryan, but I wasn't really watching then. I've been pulled back into it now here over these last couple of years. And the top of the card, the main eventer, is pretty stacked. They're coming off of WrestleMania 40, their highest attended and most pay-per-view or premium live events, they call them now, purchases. ever. Also very highly rated by the people that rate these matches and storylines and events independently. And what we saw, the big part of WrestleMania was Roman Reigns, a champion, the undisputed heavyweight champion for over 1,100 days, went up against Cody Rhodes, the son of Dusty Rhodes, a rematch of last year's WrestleMania main event. The whole thing built around Cody finishing his story, winning that championship at WrestleMania that his father never did. It was the build up to it was exciting. The Rock was involved in the bloodline thing with Roman Reigns, so that was cool. Cody Rhodes won. He's the champion. He finished his story, and I think that's what I want to talk about now. Is that the aftermath? See, with WWE, everything's about getting to WrestleMania, right? Starts generally at the end of the previous calendar year, and then. I'm sorry, I had to hit the pause button. I got a little interrupted there. But where I was going with this is that in WWE, everything is about the build to WrestleMania, which is in April every year. So what they do is they starting at the final months or so of the calendar year from the year before, in this case, November, December 23, they start building to WrestleMania with the Royal Rumble. The winner of the Royal Rumble gets an automatic title shot at WrestleMania. That happened to be Cody Rhodes. A couple of pay-per-views between the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania to build the story. And it was amazing. It was amazing. But now, the aftermath of that is this, right? Your over 1,100-day champion in Roman Reigns is taking a hiatus, right? And there's not, even though they got a bunch of stars, there's not really any interesting feuds for Cody Rhodes, right? Now you've got a weekly program. They just had the first pay-per-view after WrestleMania this past weekend, Backlash in France. They had Cody Rhodes defend the title against AJ Styles. No storyline, no build-up. Luckily, it was a really hot crowd in France to mask some of that. But now on your TV, on your weekly TV, there's just not really anything interesting to do with them. They have another World Heavyweight Championship on the Raw program, which is held right now by Damian Priest of the Judgment Day. He defended that title against Jey Uso, who they've given the nickname main event to, but it's an oxymoron. The guy's not a main eventer. He probably should never be the world champion. He's not a very good wrestler. He's got a fun catchphrase with the crowd yeeting all the time, but not great. Look, there's just not a lot going on. You got some big stars, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, but those guys are in their own feud. Both of them injured right now, by the way. So a lot of microphone work, not a lot of wrestling. Seth Rollins is hurt. They're saying he's going to be out 8 to 10 months with a knee surgery. There's not a lot of directions to take Cody Rhodes, right? I think right now the best thing the WWE could do is take Randy Orton, right, who is a babyface like Cody Rhodes is. They are known to be both on-screen and off-screen very good friends, sons of wrestling legends. Randy Orton, the son of Cowboy Bob Orton. Cody Rhodes, obviously the son of Dusty Rhodes, grew up in the business together, about the same age. I think what you got to do right now to keep this title run of Cody's interesting is you got to do the heel turn with Randy. You got to have him turn on his friend and build a storyline around, nothing is more important than championship glory, not even friendship, and you have two good main event guys who are going to be great on the microphone and put on good matches in the ring, and what you hope can be a multi-pay-per-view feud, right? Not just let's get to the next one and that's where it ends, right? Something that can go on for a few months and even switch the title over a couple of times, ultimately with it ending up back on Cody Rhodes for next year's WrestleMania, where I think if you've been paying attention, we all know that that's probably going to be a main event of Cody Rhodes and The Rock for the WWE title. So, listen, thanks for watching, Tim, with me. I got to cut it short. I'm here at work, Mazda, Palm Beach. I got some work to do, so I'm going to get to it. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in tomorrow to the next episode of 10 with Ben. Like, subscribe. Have a great day.